Well, this is different from my usual videos, that's for damn sure. Anyways, hello YouTube, hello everyone who's watching this video. I moved to Los Angeles, California. I moved to LA, I freaking did the damn thing. I wanted to announce my move and everything on my YouTube because one thing I really want to do for the end of this year and next year is to really lock in on YouTube. And now that I'm in LA, I have kind of more of an ability to do that because I have freaking canyons and the beach and everything to go to versus a parking garage in Texas. So it's a little bit easier to film here. But yeah, that is why I'm announcing this on YouTube. Come here. Anyways, I will be announcing it on like my TikTok and Instagram or whatever, but that will be after this video is up. Probably like the next day or two after this video is up. But let's get into it. I'm not the type of person to really share anything personal, especially on my social media. I am a car content creator or whatever, and that's what I like to focus on. Can we not eat my bonsai? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I moved to LA. I have been living here for about 2.5 weeks now. How I got here is I packed pretty much all of my stuff into the E92 and the E36, left everything else behind that didn't fit in my 2 cars, and then I shipped them down to LA and then booked my one-way flight to LA. A lot of y'all somehow don't know what I do for work. I do social media management full-time and videography. And doing that in Texas was really just not enjoyable because I love nature. I love being outside. I love filming outside. I love filming cars in pretty locations. And when you live in Texas, especially Dallas, it's really just all concrete. So like the pretty location is a freaking parking garage. And I just felt like location was holding me back a little bit. And in Texas, I was just inside all day 24/7 because it is so dang hot in Texas. For like 6 months out of the year, it's like 100+ degrees. So when I wasn't working, I would just be in my room all day because it's so freaking hot and it's just too miserable to do anything. And yeah, Texas is freaking ugly. It is so ugly. And if y'all know anything about my lore, I am from Oregon. I was born and raised in Oregon. I moved to Texas when I was 16. I originally moved to Houston. I lived in Houston for about 1.5 years, and then I moved to Dallas at 18 years old, and then was living in Dallas from 18 to 20, and now we're in Los Angeles. I did not move to Texas in my own will. I was forced to, so I just never really loved it. Being from Oregon my entire life was outside, so that is a huge part of me, and it's super important to me because I love hiking. I love literally anything outside. And the weather is so much better here. Texas is so dang hot. But that's a little bit of background. I really do appreciate the time I spent in Texas, and I have absolutely no regrets whatsoever. But I kind of just got stuck in my head and I wasn't happy there, and I just needed a change. So we're here now. It really felt meant to be, as corny as that is, just because everything lined up so perfectly. I have been wanting to move out here for the past like 4 months, but really everything like got set in motion like a 1.5 weeks before I moved. I found my apartment, got my jobs locked in, and yeah, booked my flight and we're here now. Now I do have a roommate. I flew to Washington to have Thanksgiving with her and her family, and then we drove to LA from Washington, which was a 15-hour drive. We split the drive. We did not stop. She drove the first 7.5 hours. I drove the second 7.5 hours. We were driving from pretty much 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's just some of the footage you're seeing is from that drive. My brother has no clue that I'm even in Oregon right now, so we're gonna surprise him.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck? What? What? Where did you come from?
I really feel blessed to be in this position that I am in, especially at 20 years old. I am incredibly thankful. I'm incredibly grateful, and I honestly owe it all to God. I have been praying about this for months now, and everything just worked out perfectly, and it just feels great. It just feels absolutely amazing, and I love it here. And now obviously LA does have some major downsides. It is so freaking expensive here. And when you daily at E92 M3 that gets like 14 miles per gallon, it gets a little expensive to afford gas when it's $5. But I am super excited to be here. Obviously, anywhere you choose to live has its downsides. But I think the good outweighs the bad in this situation. So, yeah. But like I said, I really want to focus on YouTube. I really want to prioritize this. And at least in the beginning, try to get 2 videos out a month and then go to once a week videos. I would love to upload more than that, but I'll probably be too busy to upload more than once a week. But the goal would to be upload twice a week. But I'll try to get there eventually. But yeah, if you can subscribe, that would be flippin' amazing. I would really appreciate it. There will be kind of a change in my content. I really, really, really am starting to care more about higher quality versus quantity. And even though the videos that I shoot like on my camera and that are actually high quality really don't perform well at all, but I really don't care because I enjoy it. And I'd rather post just better quality content for it to do worse than it just kind of post random BS. Now, with that being said, will I still post random BS? Yes. But maybe just not as much. But yeah, I don't know if this comes off as a surprise to anyone. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. But if they're anything like too personal, I'm not going to respond to them. But again, I genuinely just feel so incredibly blessed. And y'all are half the reason that I'm here and in this position that I am. So I'm really thankful for all of you. And stay tuned because I'm locking in. I'm doing a generational lock-in. Okay, so yeah, please subscribe, follow me. I am changing my username soon. I don't like that I have a profanity in my name, but I am gonna keep my username and just have it as like a spam account or an alt account. But yeah, I really appreciate all of y'all, and I just really wanted to share this update, and I really want to lock in on YouTube. So hold me accountable to that. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. And I know this is different from what I usually post. And I'm really excited for this next chapter in my life. So y'all should follow along because I think it's going to be pretty cool and pretty fun. So yeah. Anyways, I love you all. I'm so appreciative of every single one of y'all. So yeah. All right. That's it for me. Peace out.